1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were guardians of peace, justice, before the dark side, before the Empire.
I mean, I kind of am. I need to shave it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Journal of the Jedi. I am your host with the most. It is Jedi Master Wild High 77, and joining me, as always, as that dumb British guy that's in a blue box or something or other, the Star Wars keeper canon of the library himself, Mr. Brian Miller.
How is it going, everybody? What is up?
Hey, we are live on Twitch TV, guys. Come join us on twitch.tv/wildhigh77. You can join the chat. You can join the fun. We're going to talk some Star Wars. We're going to play some Battlefront 2. You get to watch me suck so hard at this game.
We're going to attempt to play some Battlefront 2.
You're going to play some Battlefront 2. I'm just going to look stupid.
I'm going to play it. I'm going to watch you kind of hide in the corner and, you know, run around in circles.
Look, this will be the skill level. Up, we got oh my God, Richard J joining us already, saying hi, motherfuckers.
Fucking Brit.
Do people like being referred to as Brits?
We're gonna find out.
I guess we're going to. But yeah, this will be the game equivalent here. Let's be honest. This will be the game equivalent. Docinabluebox here will be the equivalent of a stormtrooper, quality-wise, game-wise, and I'm probably going to be Jar Jar Binks in episode 1.
Just random friggin' clumsy antics that just somehow magically still win the game.
Exactly.
Rebels scurrying everywhere. I don't care what happens with them. Please destroy them.
This isn't just video game or video game gameplay. We are presenting it on Press A Gaming, of course, but I don't remember the map at all. But it's also going to be talking about Star Wars. What talk about with Star Wars? Last Jedi came out on Blu-ray.
Last Jedi? I finally got Last Jedi on Blu-ray.
Yes, but since we recorded Journal of Jedi, it wasn't out yet.
What? Was it? I thought it was.
No, it hadn't come out yet when we recorded the last Journal of Jedi.
Oh, I'll be damned.
You gotta remember, we haven't... I can't believe I didn't get one kill with that.
You say that a lot.
No, I'm like literally freaking point blank range with the guy. You know what? I think I was shooting one of our own teammates. It's been too long since I played this.
Wow, you team killing fucktard.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Screw you guys, I'm going. No, yeah, I finally got to sit down and watch the Blu-ray that I own now instead of that seriously overdue Blu-ray that I rented back on Friday night.
Definitely thinking they nerfed this gun. No, that's great. I said I haven't watched the behind-the-scenes stuff footage yet.
That director and the Jedi, or whatever the name of that little documentary is that's on there. Right,
Ryan Johnson thing.
Really cool to watch. Like for those of you guys that watch the Canon Library, you know that I'm one of those people that really like The Last Jedi. And after seeing that documentary, I like it even more. To see what kind of love and what kind of effort he actually put into making that movie. I don't see how anybody could ever bash that movie.
I could bash it. There's things about it I could bash. I mean, is it the greatest movie ever made? Star Wars-wise? No, absolutely not. But to bash it for the reasons that it's been bashed is where I'll agree with you that like it doesn't deserve the hate that it gets.
Right.
But the reason I brought up the
oh, I can tell you entered a firefight because your sentence kind of cut off.
No, I was reading what Richard J just said about his Blu-ray. He had to. No, it's not coming until the 9th.
I'm not meaning to laugh at you, Jay.
Yes, he is.
God, that sucks.
Don't listen to him. But, you know, the reason I was bringing up even... See, I'm not even paying attention to the game. I'm getting my ass handed to me.
I'm actually decently well.
I think I've got one kill.
I've got
They're taking the upper
4.
hand.
You got 4 kills, bud.
Do I? Okay, well I just got an assist.
Well, they're probably people stealing your kills. That's probably what it is.
No, I've been getting fucking like shot and killed because I keep looking away from the screen to see what Richard J said, or you know, get back on the train.
Some more, Jay.
Or trying to get back on the train of thought. We're not facing each other, fucktards. It's not a 1v1.
Apparently you thought we were when you're shooting your own fucking teammates.
I was only shooting you.
You missed.
I know. But as I was saying, the reason I'm bringing up the whole entire fact that besides it's been 2 weeks since we've even done a Journal of the Jedi, thanks to somebody having some computer issues.
Well, I released 2 weeks, the episode from 2 weeks ago on Sunday, this past Sunday. It was seriously late.
I know. But the other reason is because Journal of the Jedi is going to do something extra special. Something that nobody has ever done on Realm of the Myths Entertainment. With The Last Jedi.
What would that be?
Well, I'm glad you asked. We are going to be doing an audio commentary ride-along, I guess you would call it.
Yeah,
With The Last Jedi, where Ryan and myself and a special guest will be sitting down and discussing what we see with The Last Jedi and giving our own little thoughts about it, like we actually matter in the world of film.
We don't. Just so you guys know, we already know we don't.
Yeah, we already know we don't, but you know what? We're gonna give two fans' opinions of the film. And who knows, if it's successful, maybe we'll actually go through and do the rest of the saga. Not all at once.
Why not? We could make it a weekend of it.
Oh, a weekend, yeah. I'm talking about in like one day. We're not gonna do it all at once.
Yeah. You could do it.
I'm sure.
Runtime for Star Wars right now is like 20 hours.
Yeah, I could do it. I'm pretty sure my girl would not be thrilled with the idea of me sitting there on the computer recording footage for 20 plus hours of me talking about Star Wars while watching Star Wars. Yeah, I'm sure Kirsty would too.
No, she wouldn't. Jen is very understanding of stuff like that. Kirsty, not so much.
It's a shame she can't hear you.
The only reason she lets me get all the canon stuff is because I started a website to keep track of it. I knew if I started a website, she would have to let me get all of it.
So see that Patreon supporters and all that, Star Wars Canon Library doesn't care so much about the podcast. It was an excuse to be able to get all the canon shit.
It actually did kind of start that way, to be honest. Hi. Oh my god.
But,
Man,
so yeah, so keep an eye out on that. We should be planning that up relatively soon, which obviously our special guest is, actually, I'll let the cat out of the bag. Special guest will be Mr. Welch himself. Richard J. Why am I keep brain farting his name? Richard J. So, obviously, we can't do this until at least the 9th. Because, well, quite honestly, he's got to get his copy.
Here's what we'll do. Look, there's a way you can do this. We'll just have him on the phone or something, where he can hear the audio, and I know he's seen the movie enough times, he knows what scene is up from the audio.
Well, you know I do have a digital copy, too. We could just stream together a digigital copy for all of us to watch.
That's true.
This is our
I would have given him my digital copy if I gave it to my buddy who was asking for it. He had dibs on it.
Oh,
One on the scanner.
Go ahead and say it. Let the hate flow through you.
But, yeah, okay. Well, the other thing, the other news that I saw today on Facebook, you shared it, Tina shared it, I saw that Denny's is doing those Star Wars solo cards, and one of the cards that were being shown and thrown around is a brand new stormtrooper known as a Mud Trooper.
Yeah.
Now, I agree with you guys that the Fallout NCR type Ranger look of the character looks really cool, but there's two things that bug me about it. Number one is the name, the Mud Trooper. You know, that is kind of a stupid name, the Mud Trooper. The second thing that really, but then again, it may not be in context. Maybe they could be like in a really swampy like forest. Like maybe this is the type of stormtrooper that would have invaded Dagobah.
Why didn't they call them swamp troopers?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe that's why. Which may also explain my second issue with it, because I saw the a picture right before we started where it showed the full body of the stormtrooper. Them boots gotta go. Yeah, I'm gonna sound a little homosexual here for a minute, but that footwear, y'all, that ain't working for me.
Oh, here we go.
It looks like he's wearing cardboard on his feet.
Then
like
don't
he just
wear it.
He didn't put on the sneaker. He put on the sneaker's box. You know what I mean?
No, you're not wrong about that. It almost looks like Optimus Prime legs.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. But, no, even with all the negativity surrounding Han Solo, I'm really excited for it. I can't freaking wait. I'm waiting on that last trailer and for ticket sales to start. I'm excited. Actually, at this point, I think I'm more excited for that than I am not.
Yeah, Richard J does say he loves the Mud Trooper. The name sucks though. It should have been the Trench Trooper. I would agree with that. A Trench Trooper would be a pretty.
That'd be cool, yeah.
That would be a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
I could definitely get behind that. Not much else in the world of Star Wars going on.
There really isn't. There really isn't. But you know, I saw somebody comment on YouTube today, or not YouTube, Facebook somewhere. And they were talking about how they found this giant continuity error in episode 8, and it was something about after the First Order blasts. Oh, spoilers if you guys haven't seen Last Jedi.
You're just saying that so we put up the Richard J. GIF. Yeah.
Yeah, and but after the First Order tries to blast Luke, and they kick up all that salt and that dirt. When Kylo's fighting him, all that crater's gone.
Down every First Order troop in the
I'm
area.
like, okay, you guys are stretching at this point, trying to find something wrong with it.
Look, let me explain something to all you Star Wars fans. It's a movie that takes place in a make-believe universe. I mean, can we get off it, please? I mean, seriously, I get if you don't like the movie, right on. Nobody's twisting your arm to like the movie. But to nitpick every single little detail, guess what? It came from somebody's imagination. It's not real.
Ready to go.
Hey, guess what? There were scenes in A New Hope and Empire where R2-D2 is backwards.
Guess what? Let me ruin other movies for you too. In Jaws, the reason you don't see the shark all that often is because it didn't work.
Yeah.
A guy in a diver suit moved around a cardboard fin most of the film because the android shark or robot shark they made didn't work. Let me ruin some other illusions for you. Those weren't real aliens in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Edward Cullen is not a shiny vampire. He's just a really shitty actor.
No, you don't badmouth my Twilight. That's a joke, guys. I really don't like it. Great. You know what's going to happen now? I made one joke about liking Jar Jar one time, and Richard J and Nick Alberts never let me live it down. So they always make jokes about me loving Jar Jar. Now I'm going to have to put up with jokes, you know, concerning saying I love Twilight.
Actually, Edward Cullen was played by Jar Jar Binks.
Might as well have been. Shit. Same skill level on everything in life.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, you don't have good acting abilities. Anybody that age, or just be awkward. Okay, anybody that age is awkward. Okay, so you're not acting.
Oh my god, Richard J. First off, he says, "Oh yeah, fucking twat. We got ourselves a fucking spoiler." And then he says, then he joins in on the spoiling shit for people, and he says, "Alien was a black basketball player in a trash bag with a helmet."
This is why we're friends.
Oh, classic.
This is exactly why we are friends. Man.
So let the hate flow through you. You know what? You're convinced. Let me explain something because quite honestly, I'm sick and tired of it. You're not convincing anybody to hate the movie. No. The only people that are agreeing with your point of view about how much you hate the movie are people who hated the movie. Okay, people who love the movie are just hating you. Not the movie, they're hating you. And quite honestly, your whining and bitchiness is a bad reflection on all Star Wars fans.
If the movie was so bad, why is Amazon sold out of Blu-rays?
Well, that's the thing, like, I've seen things, like, being posted about, like, its critic score now that it's on Blu-rays, like, 47%. Or it's some sort of...
Rotten Tomatoes? Say Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't know if it was Rotten Tomatoes. I'm trying to remember...
It better not be.
I'm trying to remember if it was, like, Rotten Tomatoes or if it was, like, 47%, like, film sale drop or something like that. For a Star Wars... Or something of that nature.
I don't trust anything that comes from Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, I don't either. But the fact of the matter is, the fact of the matter is, look, okay.
We're thinning them out.
Perfect example. I hate Twilight. I made that abundantly clear. I made that abundantly clear. I hate Twilight. Okay, but there is a fan base for Twilight. Does that make that fan base wrong for liking it? No.
Yes.
I think so, but quite honestly, no, it doesn't. People like what they like. Art is subjective. You don't have to like every Star Wars movie. There are people that hate the prequel. There are people who don't really care for Return to Jedi and the Murder Bears. There are people who hate the sequels. There are people who hated Rogue One. I don't know who, because that's just stupid. But there are people who hated Rogue One.
Yeah.
But are still Star Wars fans. It's okay to dislike something and still be a fan, just like it's okay to like something and still be a fan. Get off of it.
There's no such thing. You can't call somebody. You can't tell somebody you're not a real fan because they're feeling a certain way about something.
Hey, I could easily do it to... I could easily do it to all tourists. Guess what? It's all Star Wars. You don't like the prequels? You think George Lucas ruined your childhood? Guess what? He's the creator of Star Wars. If you don't like the prequels, you don't like Star Wars. How's that feel, dick?
Yeah.
By your side.
That's right, I said it. Attack of the Clones is just as good as Empire Strikes Back. Fucking deal with it.
You might be going a bit far there, but...
That's the point I'm trying to make, though. Is that it doesn't matter what I think, what you think, what he thinks, what you think. By the way, I don't think Attack of the Clones is as good as Empire Strikes Back. No. Not by a long shot. But...
God, I can hear you vaping all the way over here.
That's right. But hey, guess what? 3 months cigarette free.
Hey, 7 months.
Hey! Yeah, but it's extra special for me because I've been smoking about as long as you've been alive.
Well, yeah, but technically you're still kind of smoking. You needed a substitute.
I'm leading this
I
charge.
just fucking quit.
Well, I'm weaning off, yes, but I'm down to 6 milligrams. I literally have 2 more steps and I'm nicotine free. Technically 1 more step, because the second step is actually 0 nicotine.
You know what? I bet if I walked into your house and set it to 0 and you just started puffing on it, you wouldn't even know.
Probably not. But I'm not going to test that theory.
I think you should.
Why would my
hate flow through you?
Nah, I paid too much money on the freaking liquids. I'm not testing that theory yet.
Well, okay, that makes sense. So anyway, back to Star Wars. You know, I can relate everything you just said to Star Wars. You keep smoking and think you're gonna sound like Darth Vader.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. I'm happy to sound like Darth Vader. I just fell into a hole.
Boy, fight a nickel.
I'm telling you, I'm not having a good game.
Yeah, we're winning, barely, but still, I mean...
Got your back.
Yes, I know I gotta sort my fucking aim. I'm sorry, it's because I'm too busy looking at your fucking ton-ass comments.
Target in range.
That's right, I'm blaming you, Rich.
Why don't you tell them how you really feel?
Hey, quick, grenade!
Oh my god, I'm getting shot from the side as I'm... Why is it, like, every gun I have must have been nerfed like crazy.
We win.
Every gun I have must have been nerfed like crazy because I was, like, offloading with a heavy,
Well, you have to
trooper.
you have to be good with it, Chris.
Watch the playback of that last death. I was laying
I'll
into
see when I'm
dude.
editing all this together.
I was laying into dude, dead center aim, and I'm offloading my whole entire, I guess, clip or whatever into him. He's not dying, and this dude comes out of nowhere, shoots me twice. I'm dead.
Nah.
Justice. Hashtag justice for Chris's aim. You know what? Bite me, Rich. You don't want to be a part of the
That's
commentary. Yeah, bastard.
Good God. That was fucked up even for Jay.
But you know what?
That's saying something too.
You know what? Just for that, you get a clear backpack.
Oh my God.
I am a terrible human being.
Oh my God. That's alright. Nothing wrong with that.
Speaking of terrible human beings,
Great! We're going to Crate!
hey, we're going to Crate. Where's Crate?
That's rare.
Yeah, it is rare. No, I know Crate. Oh, is this the one where we can actually go into the salt mines?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think there's another map on Crate, is there? I'm asking a stupid question. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty stupid question.
Again, I haven't played it since the last time we played.
Wow.
Yeah. I haven't I've been busy with all the other Press A gaming gameplays.
Busy. Yeah, right.
Do you see how many freaking Press A
No, I'm
gaming...
playing. No, Chris, that was a joke. Like, as a matter of fact, like, there's so much more shit that we do that everybody doesn't realize. Like, I got a message from Jay today, because, you know, he's the admin, he's one of the admins on the Facebook page now.
Right.
And I got a message from him saying he was up so long looking up different release dates and lists and stuff. He's like, I didn't realize how much work you put into this. I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's not easy. It's a lot harder than thinking it is.
Grenade out! Galloping on, let the resistance push you back.
Well,
That
it's
being said,
absolutely...
I love doing it.
No, absolutely. You know, there is a lot of work, and, you know, again, I usually try not to, like, pat myself on the back. In fact, to tell you, I normally tell them, don't introduce me as the CEO of Realm of the Mist. You know, I'd rather just be the, you know, one of the podcasters and be done with it as far as, like, on camera. But,
Right.
but the behind-the-scenes work that I do, not only for the shows that I'm on, but pretty much every show in Realm of the Mist is ridiculous. Plus being one of the main, if not the main, contributor of Press A Gaming consistently.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize how much work it is to not only run a podcast, but run a podcast company.
Right.
You know, and I'm not looking for anybody's, you know, sympathies or anything else. I do it because I enjoy doing it. But there's a lot of work. You don't just sit in front of a microphone and do a podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, even this, we're sitting here playing a video game. Well, I'm sucking at a video game.
You're attempting to play a video game.
Not even attempting. I'm just sucking badly.
You
But,
are not. There's no try.
oh, I do not. But, well, where was I going with that? Oh. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, that's right, we're the best. You weren't the best. But your buddy was behind me. I could ride a snake. I don't know. Somebody named I could ride a snake. But,
Oh.
I forget where I was going.
It takes a lot of work to run a podcast.
Takes a lot of work to run a
Enemy
podcast.
targeted.
You're
And
saying even though we're sitting there playing a video game, we're still going to go back and edit all this. You know, a lot of work is going on.
Heads down!
I know where you're going.
right, but it's not only that. That's not only what I was trying to go with it. It's also the fact that, you know, this is a promotional tool. We're not doing this because we were like, hey, I feel like playing Battlefront, but we're supposed to record tonight. We wanted to give something special to you guys, the fans, even though this is going to be way extra work for us to do. You know what I mean? this isn't just fun and games. We have to, like Brian said, we're gonna have to edit this together, so that way you get both camera angle footages and stuff of that nature. I'm a part of the. I'm a team kill fucktard again.
Oh, are you doing it again?
I was doing it again. You know what Battlefront should do? You know what? We're playing a Star Wars video game on a Star Wars podcast. Let's talk Star Wars video games. That's what we could talk about. And one of the first things, since we're talking about Battlefront 2, since we're playing it here, I wish they would have done this with this game. Not so much with the original Battlefront, but with this and Battlefront 1's remake, that you could just choose to either be Empire or Rebellion.
Yeah, but then you'd have unbalanced teams and all this.
How would it be any? How would it be any different than, say, for the sake of argument, Call of Duty? Ever since Call of Duty removed their governor system, where, you know, noobs like me are getting curb stomped by, you know, pro players. How is that any different?
You mean like a tier system where if they match you up with people of the same tier as you?
Right. Call of Duty up until Black Ops 3 used to put you with people that were around your same skill set.
Right.
Like it kept track of how you played the games and would put you with people that you would have a chance against, in a sense. And then in Black Ops 3 they completely eliminated that, where, you know, like I said, noobs were getting owned by people who, you know, never leave their parents' basement.
Right.
Virgins, yeah, you know. And that, unfortunately, made it completely unfair. Like, I got turned off completely by Black Ops 3, besides the fact that it's, you know, fucking Black Ops 3. And I'm kind of sick of Call. I don't mind Call of Duty, but I was getting very sick of Call of Duty. But when they did that, again, I'm an average player. You can't even tell with this video, but I'm an average player when it comes to online gaming. You know, I'm not great, but I'm not terrible, except for right now. You turned me off from wanting to play Black Ops 3 by putting me in a room full of people and allowing a room full of people to be in the same room as me.
Yeah.
That just used me for target practice.
Right.
Where I can't even leave my goddamn spawn.
Yeah.
Now, I know I'm kind of turning this into a rant. We're supposed to stay on Star Wars games.
No, you're
but
good.
the purpose of my statement was, you know, before they did the governor thing, you know, you could at least, like with the Modern Warfare series, in a sense. No, they didn't do it either. Alright, never mind. My whole entire point's stupid. My point is, I think it would be cool to choose a side. So that way you could, like, for the day, you know, in a party or something like that, we decided to be the Empire, we would remain the Empire. Because one of the things that confuses me sometimes, jumping into the game, is I'll forget that I'm part of the Empire of this game, because the last game I was part of the Rebellion, Resistance, whatever. So I'm looking for stormtroopers instead of actually, you know, working with them.
You know, there's a lot of aspects in the first Battlefront I wish they had dropped into this one.
Oh my god, I got killed by a guy named Old Gamer Geezer.
Yeah,
because I didn't move. Because I didn't move, and the reason I didn't move is because I was looking down, reading Richard J's newest comment, and his newest comment was, "I have a trash bag with Chris's aim written on it."
Let's go.
You got me killed with a trash bag.
That is the greatest. Oh my god. What color is the trash bag, Jack? I'm curious.
Aha!
Not long now from the area.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna win again?
Looks like it. So as much as I may be trash bagging it here, we are doing pretty decent all in all.
I'm doing 9 and 5 right now.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're doing 8 and something.
I know I got a block deaths for 5. That's something that ruins. That's something that ruins Battlefront 2 for me now.
Grenade in
You
play!
fucktard. You stole my kill.
I did?
Yeah, that was you. You stole my kill.
Oh, here we go with that crap again.
I just watched you do it.
Here we go, Chris freaking imagining shit.
No, I have video footage.
I'm
But
the
I
one
know-
editing it. That footage may or may not make it into the final cut.
You're a dick. Okay, that wasn't as terrible. Eat it, Rich. That wasn't as terrible as I thought. 9 eliminations, 10 deaths. I was really thinking I was.
Oh, you're still negative.
I'm still negative, but I was really thinking I was stinking up the yard a lot more than that.
I went 10 and 9. Or no. 10 and 4. My bad. I looked at the wrong number.
Yeah, you got 10. That 10 was my 10. I would have been even.
But woulda, coulda, shoulda, you didn't. Well, if you would aim better, you'd have killed him the first fucking time you shot him. I wouldn't have had to have done the cleanup kill.
If I didn't have a Welsh trash bag over my head, I could be aiming better. So, alright, Star Wars
God,
game.
250 years later, we still can't get out from under this. The Brits.
Alright,
I'm a
Star
horror.
Wars games. Of course, without question, one of the greatest Star Wars games of all time. And no, Richard J. not Rogue Squadron. Although Rogue Squadron was good. Although Rogue Squadron was good. One of the greatest Star Wars games of all time was obviously Knights of the Old Republic.
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna play Ladder with Crowder right now. Greatest Star Wars game of all time is Knights of the Old Republic. Change my mind.
No, I can't change your mind on that. But I can say a solid number 3 spot, because obviously number 2 is KOTOR 2, in my opinion. But
Let's go.
solid
That's a
number 3
rarity.
spot, Jedi Outcast.
I have a special place in my heart for Jedi Outcast. Jedi Outcast was one of the first games I ever played online.
Grenade out!
You know, PC-wise, and in general, completely in general. It's one of the first games I ever played online. And I used to have a blast, like, on like Bespin and all.
No, it was a blast. That game,
Oh,
I've
shoot.
got it from my original Xbox. I was just playing it today, and it still holds up. I'll say it still holds up.
Remember your training.
Yeah, I never played it on the consoles. I played it on PC.
PC. That's the way I started. I started on PC, and I don't know whatever happened to my PC version, so I got it again.
You know you can find that shit online, like anywhere.
I know, but for me, it's just I'm more of a console guy.
Oh, so am I. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to sit there with a keyboard and learn all these keyboard strokes and a mouse and stuff now. But back in the day, man, my hands would be stretched across the keyboard to be able to do things, and then, you know. But yeah, there's a special place in my heart for that. But the first Star Wars computer game I owned was not Outcast. Like I had a pirated copy of Outcast. A buddy of mine burned me a copy of the disc. You know what I mean? So that's how I had it for my PC. I owned the sequel to Outcast, actually, Jedi Academy. Yeah.
I had that for my Xbox also.
You know, both were great games, but KOTOR, there was just something about KOTOR that was just, like I was saying, you're a rarity. You really are rare. Yeah, you really are a rarity. That you consider the second Knights of the Old Republic better than the first.
Second? Oh no, that series in general is fucking gold as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely gold, but most people I ever heard of, you know, or that ever talk about KOTOR in general, although they love both games, prefer one over the other.
Target destroyed.
I've never heard anybody actually say they prefer number 2 over number 1. So,
Well, no, I don't prefer 2 over 1. I think if you were to take the story of the first one and add the gameplay of the second one, you'd have perfection.
okay, I can go with that.
You know, I really like the way, because they tweaked a few things from the second one. Now that we're talking about it, when we're done playing Battlefront tonight, I think I'm going to put in Knights of the Republic.
Shut up, man.
does happen. Or Jedi Outcast. I've been actually playing with the idea of playing that for the last couple days.
Now maybe I'll go online and search for. Oh wait, you got it on
I'm
console.
playing it on the Xbox.
Yeah, you got it on console. I won't be able to join you with it. What do you mean noob, dude?
Scanning infantry.
What the hell you mean noob?
Deployed.
Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea how many Jedi I have tossed off of a landing platform on Destin?
Oh yeah, no. Who hasn't? Like, there are so many.
Oh my god, I used to stand there all the time and let people come to me. Force choke, force push, force choke, force choke, force push. I would lift them and throw them.
If you had the right level of force choke, you could pick them up and move them.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I would force choke, push them over to the ledge, and just force push, watch them fall. Next.
It was absolutely great. That game, so many hours of good family fun. I don't know what I would know.
Like, I had so much fun doing that. I had so much fun doing that, that I would get mad if I didn't wind up on Vesper.
Got droids over there.
Yep.
I would literally be like, God damn it, I don't want this map.
Nope. I know the exact feeling. There was one map, oh crap, which one was it too? I want to say, it wasn't the Cortosis mines, it was, what was the name of the Star Destroyer that Admiral Fayar had in that game?
Asking me to remember a game I haven't played since I was...
I don't remember the name of the Star Destroyer.
They're not gonna quit.
I haven't played that game in so long. I have no idea.
Like had Desan as the Sith Lord. Admiral Fayar was like the big bad Imperial thing.
Right.
But I don't remember the name of the Star Destroyer.
Targeting hostiles.
I don't know.
Take me up a hand.
That's gonna bug me. Now
Rally and watch us on his back.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome. But here's the question. Do you think, whether it's EA Games, actually it should be BioWare, let's face it, keep it with the company that made KOTOR what it was. Do you think that Knights of the Old Republic should come out with Knights of the Old Republic 3, or,
Yes.
or they reboot the series where it's canon?
Ooh. Well, technically, look, there's a loophole here. Technically, they come out with 3 as canon.
Not necessarily. Old Republic is still a very live and working game that's not canon.
I would rather get it as canon, because then if they remake it, then you know you're getting a remake of 2, and then they're probably going to go ahead and make it 3. So if you make it canon, you're getting both.
I don't know why they're still against. I don't know why they're still against doing it. You know, like
They have a plan for Old Republic. That's what it is. They have a plan for Old Republic, and they want to wait and let it play out.
Well, no, I don't mean the MMO. I'm talking about Knights of the Old Republic. We have been waiting for that since the original X.
I know. Yeah, I know. That's not what I'm talking about. Maybe they don't want to make that canon just yet because they have something up their sleeve.
Richard J says the destroyer was called the Doomgiver.
Doomgiver, that was it. That was it. I couldn't remember that for the life of me.
Somebody's using cool.
Yep.
But no, you're absolutely right. I think as much as I loved the original Knights of the Old Republic, and I'm sorry, I know a lot of people do. I don't count Old Republic, the MMO, with Knights of the Old Republic. To me, it's like 2 separate stories. You know, I'm talking about the story of Revan and his legacy.
Hey, we win again!
Yeah, we're having good luck. That's what I'm gonna go with because my gamer score. Actually, 14 kills. I tied up with you.
Yeah, but I had way more points.
Yeah.
Whoa, did I score? Oh no, I didn't place. Damn it.
But Darth Bilbo.
I just said that. I was gonna say the same thing. I just saw the exact same thing.
Right on to you, man. But
that was legendary.
you know, just as much as I love the original Knights of the Old Republic, I think I would want it redone as canon.
Yeah.
You know, and going back to it, like, I know there was always talks about this visceral game, Star Wars game coming up, and of course the Battlefronts, including the one we're playing right now, stuff of that nature, but that's all we ever heard about for Star Wars as far as canon Star Wars is concerned. A game that's not come out, and we don't even know the state of, and 2 games that really are pseudo-canon at best. I mean, Battlefront 1 is not canon. Battlefront 2 does have a canon campaign, but, you know, majority of the game is what we're doing right now, which has nothing to do with canon, because there's no deathmatch in freaking Star Wars.
Right. No, we need something like that. We need something that you can lose yourself in. Look, I just got done playing Assassin's Creed Origins, and everybody who's into video games, even if you're not into Assassin's Creed, you know how big that game was marketed as. That is a huge fucking game. That game is massive. It's just stupid big. And if I were to have something like that, but with a Star Wars skin on it, I'd lose my mind.
Well, there has been rumors of a company working on a Star Wars game. I don't remember which company, but
I would die.
Where they are talking about doing an open world Star Wars game, basically like a Fallout or Skyrim.
For the Emperor.
But Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm alright with that. Bring it on.
I lose my shit.
Rebels are making a play for the spaceport.
If you gave me a freaking Star Wars Fallout.
Yep.
I won't lie.
No lie.
Watch the charge.
That is no lie.
Actually, with one of the games, with one of the things I'm doing with Press A Gaming right now, I just got killed by Darth Bilbo. With one of the games I started doing, which Richard J is absolutely thrilled with for Press A Gaming, the 2016 remake of Doom, classic computer game. It makes me wonder because Star Wars a long time ago had a more than this, a Doom style first-person shooter.
Yeah.
How would you feel if they ever redid Dark Forces?
Well, technically you can't now.
Why?
The whole first level of that game was stealing the Death Star plan. The whole first level was EU Rogue One.
Okay, but you still can. You still can.
I mean, you
just
can
can't
take out that first level.
Well, let's put it this way. Do you think Doom 2016 is Doom 1 recreated from 1990 blah?
Well, no, not necessarily. But I mean, yeah, but Dark Forces, that's you have to build that one from the ground up. That, I mean, their entire reputation between Kyle Katarn and Jan Ord was based off the fact that they're the ones that stole the Death Star.
However, if you rebooted Dark Forces, that would open up the way for Jedi Outcasts and Jedi Academy.
Yeah, that's true. Which I'm not against, obviously.
So
I just killed somebody called Boomsticker.
now we're talking about games we wouldn't rebooted, or you know, obviously when they were popular to begin with, they were good popular games, at least to us. But there's been Star Wars stinkers left and right.
Yeah.
Bombad Racing.
Oh, why?
Just anything with Gungans.
Why would you? I just assumed we would say there were some bad ones to do with that. I didn't know we were going to go into detail.
Well, we gotta give some form of that. Good. That's for left.
Hang on.
Good. That's what you give for laughing at my AIM trash bag.
Well, can't help it. That's like saying if you have a. Okay, well, I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I was gonna say something, but if somebody's watching with a lazy eye, I don't want to piss anybody off.
That's alright. They'll only see half of it.
I don't know you. You're breaking my heart.
You're going down a place I just can't go.
You're going down a path I can't follow. Because of your lazy eye joke.
Maybe it's because of my lazy eye. You don't know.
Hey,
Actually, I had a cousin who's got, or yeah, cousin, an uncle who's got an lazy eye.
Okay, look, this has nothing to do with Star Wars, but it has to do with the lazy eye. So I'm going to tell this story real quick, and then we're going to get off the lazy eye thing.
No, we're not.
Yeah, no, we are. Look, when I was in high school, I was quite shallow compared to the way I am now. No, I was seriously shallow. Like, if I found out a girl wanted to go out, my first question was, "Is she high?" Like, I was shallow as hell. And my buddy had a girlfriend who had a friend that she was trying to set me up with, and she was telling me about her. And I was like, well, what does she look like? You know, what's her body look like? And I'm not like this anymore. You know, I was young and stupid, and that's all I cared about back then. But I was like, so what's she look like? And she's like, well, you know, she's got a great personality. And I'm like, oh, she got a lazy eye, doesn't she? And she says, no, she doesn't have a lazy eye. Well, come time for the date, and I'll be damned if she didn't have a lazy eye.
I'm so gonna play Stephen Lynch's Lorelei for you now.
Does that make me a bad person? It made me a bad person back.
As a matter of fact, as soon as you get done editing this video and you send it to me for upload, I'm going to download it again. And right at this point where you're telling that story, I'm going to have Stephen Lynch's Lorelei playing in the background.
Oh, man.
You are a hurtful person.
Yeah, I know. I was a hurtful person.
Well, the worst part about a person with a lazy eye is when they're looking at you, you don't know which eye to look into.
Rebel forces.
Okay, Chris. Okay.
You
Not
don't.
a lazy eye thing.
No, you don't. It's like it's a joke, but it's the God's honest truth. You know, I've been yelled at by my uncle before, and it's like, you know how you focus in on somebody when they're talking to you or when they're yelling at you, and when his eye would cross, I didn't know which one I'm supposed to look at, like which one was looking at me.
You know how, hey look, you know how I can turn anything into Star Wars that we've been talking about? Remember how I said that?
Here we go.
Yeah, you were talking about lazy eyes. What did you think of Forrest Whitaker's Saw Gerrera?
I could live without it, but I like the transition of the character. Again, you know, this is one of those things. This is one of those things where a lot of fans, almost like Luke Skywalker. Oh, they changed the character too much. You know what? I can see this guy has fought the war for way too long. He's, you know, beat up, worn out, paranoid as all hell. I can see that. I just didn't care so much for the delivery that Forrest Whitaker gave to it.
Lies! Deceptions!
Well, God, I would know the truth.
Well, he was more like, well, know the truth. He almost had this like whine to him.
Yeah.
Maybe he learned that from Anakin too when he was learning how to fight on Onderon.
Did they send you here to kill me? You were with him. He came here to kill me.
I talked about Saw Gerrera on.
Yes, Brian does love himself some Forrest Whitaker eye.
Oh my God. Was it Forrest Whitaker? I think it was Stoller. I think it was my live Q&A Saturday. I think that's what somebody asked me about Forrest Whitaker. And look, with Saw Gerrera, we got 3 different versions of Saw Gerrera, and all 3 of them, for the love of God, had different eye colors. I mean, seriously, they all had different eye colors, and it's.
See, I'm more pissed off with that fucked up hair.
Well, look, we had Saw Gerrera from Clone Wars. We had Saw Gerrera from Rebels. We had Saw Gerrera from Rogue One, and we had Saw Gerrera from the Rebel Rising. Right. And it just. All 4 of them were different Saw Gerreras.
But I think that was
one of them.
I think that was the biggest thing that took me out of Forrest Whitaker's performance, though, in Rogue One, was you had younger looking like Forrest Whitaker, you know, Saw Gerrera in the beginning when you had, like, baby-ass Jan Erso being stuck in a hole. And then, spoilers for those that have not seen Rogue One, but if you haven't seen it, what are you watching this shit for?
Get a light.
But then when we come to Jeddah and we find him again, he's got, you know, he's got Don King haircut. You know, like he's ready to promote a fight with Mike Tyson.
Right.
That I didn't care for that. That was really like, you know, if you're gonna have him have the young Einstein haircut, why not give him a beard so he really looks like he's been living in a cave the whole time?
Right.
Instead of like he just ran out of his favorite shea cocoa butter that he puts in his hair to keep the shit down. I'm sorry, was that racist?
That's fucked up.
What? No, it was. No, I'm literally asking because I'm not sure if that was racist.
No.
Okay.
No, we're...
Because if it was, I'll apologize. That was not intended to be, you know, a racist. Normally I don't, and understand, Brian knows this, but some people may not. I'm not a person who apologizes for things. Unless I'm really in the wrong. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Well, hey, I think we got time for one more match.
Yes, we do, and I agree for the most part with Richard J about an updated Shadows of the Empire would be awesome.
Yeah.
But then he had to go and ruin it with Osama bin Guerrera.
Oh my God.
Although I do have to admit, that's kind of what was running through my mind when I was talking about him being in a cave with a beard.
You know, look, that's something that he brings up a good point, though, actually, by saying that. I don't know whether he meant to or not. The thing that is different now with... Oh, Starkiller Base. The thing that is different with Star Wars now compared to back, you know, in the day is that now there's no black and white moral area. It's all gray. You know what I mean? Like... Actually,
that is something that really bugs me.
When I grew up, it was always the rebels were the good guys and the Empire was the bad guy. And now, when you look at, like, events in today's world, compared to that, it's like, you know what? Shit. The rebels weren't always the greatest. You know? I mean, they had a terrorist element to them.
Well, look, you're ex-military, I'm ex-military. We both know this for reality. There is a fine line between hero and villain.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and even more so when it comes to things like war or serving in a that nature. Yeah, it was. There we go. Milestone completed. I don't know. Ooh, I finally got my quick strike trophy. Yay, me!
Where is everybody?
I found one trooper out of nowhere. He and I literally walked by. Like, huh? Oh wait, turn around. Still just started fighting each other. But oh, I was doing dirty in that hallway.
I just got sham. Wow.
But you know that sometimes you gotta do things that would probably be questionable to do. You know, but when it comes to Star Wars, yeah, as much as we know that the Rebel Alliance, let's face it, they were terrorists. In the galaxy where you had law and order in the Empire, whether the Empire was good or bad, until, had the Empire won, let's put it this is the best way I can describe it. Let's play what if world. If the Empire had defeated the Rebel Alliance, the history books would have reflected. Yeah, the history books would have reflected that the Rebel Alliance were Al-Qaeda.
Yeah.
All right, but because the Rebel Alliance won the war, it was the Galactic Empire was the evil.
Yep.
And I mean that's kind of reflected in the new canon books, which this is your department, where a lot of people didn't necessarily look at the rule of the Empire as being all that oppressive.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
there's people that really understood what they were trying to do and were okay with what they were doing.
In fact, even before the new canon, there was a lot of talk about it. Really, the oppression of the Empire was not felt until A New Hope.
Yeah.
When
the rebels started the war, and
well, not just the rebels started the war, but when Emperor Palpatine finally eliminated the Imperial Senate.
Yeah.
And that's exactly when he eliminated it. Yeah. When he gave the control to the regional governors and the Moth and took away the Imperial Senate. That's really where you felt the oppression of the Empire. But for that 20 plus years or 19 plus years of Imperial rule beforehand, people really didn't mind it. They found stability and order in it.
Yep.
So, you know, the one thing that I don't agree so much with what they're, even though I know that's the way, you know, the world works. The one thing I don't agree so much in Star Wars, you know, and specifically in Star Wars, was one of the appeals of the original trilogy, and even so much in the prequel, was that good and evil were always clearly defined. You knew who the good guys were, you knew who the bad guys were. I don't know how I feel so much about them kind of graying the lines a little bit. With Rogue One, it made sense because you had to show that desperate men do desperate things, like with Cassian and that informant, you know, who hurt his leg.
Right.
Questionable.
Well, see, the first time we got it.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, well, the first time we actually got a glimpse of that, before even Force Awakens came out, was a little novel, Moving Target, that kind of takes place right between Empire and Jedi. And it was a mission where Mon Mothma was sending Leia to kind of distract the Imperial Army, the Imperial Navy, from them massing on Sullust by possibly putting civilians in danger. You know?
Right.
I mean, that happened. They were doing that. And I don't mind it.
Have one of these.
Well, I mean, there's certain things I mean with it too that you know that I'm talking about. Like even with like Last Jedi, one of the biggest complaints that people have about Last Jedi, well, there's a lot of them. But one of the biggest complaints people have with Last Jedi is Admiral Holdo not sharing information with Captain Dameron.
Yeah, have you been in the military?
That was my point. Like, look, okay.
Have you been in the military?
I would be fair enough to say that she had to be that much of a dick about it as she was. Probably not. However, since when does an admiral answer to anybody, particularly a captain or their rank system's a little fucked up. I don't know how commander is higher than captain, but you know, either way, since when does an admiral answer to a subordinate?
Yep. That's why I never had a problem with that scene.
I never did either, but I'm addressing it for the people who did. You know, I will admit that there is a gray area where Holdo, especially because what her plan was, there was no reason why she could have held it back from anybody who asked. It would have given them some sort of hope in what they were doing. So her reasoning, I don't necessarily agree. However, she's not in the wrong for ignoring his pleas to know the plan because she doesn't answer to him. She's in charge, not him.
Right.
You know, good or bad, that's the way it is. You in the military, and let's not make no mistake, the resistance is a military. You follow orders.
It's a little more formal than even the Rebel Alliance was.
Oh yeah, because it was actually a formation military. It wasn't just a militant group.
It was funded by the New Republic.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean...
So I mean, they had rules and structures.
Yep. Chris, would you believe that every game we've played during this Journal of the Jedi, we have won?
That's because the Force is with us.
The Force is with us. This is what we need to do from now on when we play Battlefront. Just shoot a Journal of the Jedi at the same time.
All of a sudden, it seems like that's what we're going to be doing.
Yep, it's apparently good luck for us.
It might be.
So, yeah, we are kicking ass, dude. Not even like a little. There it is.
The area is clear of troopers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And you and I have been staying relatively close to each other with kills. Have you noticed that?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
And by the way, Richard J, eat it, motherfucker. Positive game.
Hey, I placed, and you did too. We both placed. What the hell?
Yay!
Well, Chris, since we are at the end of our show for tonight, where can the good people find you at?
You can find me right here at Wild High 77 for Press A Gaming, where I'm doing all of your favorite first-person shooters and role-playing games. Also, you can find me at realmofthemist.com on all the great shows that we produce and provide. Of course, look us up on YouTube and like and share and comment and all that happy shit. And Brian, where can they find you?
You guys can find me at the Star Wars Canon Library on YouTube, on Facebook as well, on Realm of the Mist, Journal of the Jedi, War of the Stars once in a while. Make sure to visit the website, www.starwarscanonlibrary.com, for an entire timeline of everything chronologically placed, cover art for everything, and a list of upcoming canon, all put together just for you guys.
And also, let's not forget, Richard J. also says you can find me here in the comments section, ha ha ha, and he then he says, fuck you to me because I said fuck you, I went positive.
Well, hey, also, Richard J's the main, one of the main admins on the Facebook page for the Canon Library also, so make sure to get on there and give him some shit and bust his balls.
Especially about his appearance on all the Realm of the Mist shows, because he is our resident spoiler alert. And yes, I will let the cat out of the bag, because he told us about it. Actually, I'll tell the whole story before we get out of here.
Okay.
Brian had gotten a hold of, I don't know how, I don't know why, had gotten a hold of Richard J taking a dump. And while he was taking a video of him taking a dump, and while he was taking a dump, another dude came in and sat down to do his business. And I guess it was loud and vulgar and obnoxious. And that's why Richard J is doing the facial expressions and going shh and everything else. Well, that's what the video we took, and we replaced it with silence and put the spoiler alert. Then I decided to go ahead and get him to record, since he is Welsh, and I want the accent, him to say, the phrase that actually pops up with it. So.
Oh no, it's great to have Jay in the videos, though. It really is.
It really is. We'll never have him as a guest on the show, but we'll always have the spoilers. No, we'll have you on, Richard J.
God, you're being a dick tonight, Chris.
That's great. He picked on me about having trash bag aim.
Well, anyway.
Alright, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out with us, and we will catch you next time on Journal of the Jedi. May the Force be with you.
Always.